Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to my performance testing training, both offline and online, guys. Those who joined online and offline. So if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, so please go to youtube.com and search for performance testing real-time training. And you'll see my logo, this logo, and this is my YouTube channel, guys. So subscribe and turn on all notifications so that you will get updates on the. So I'm providing aptitude training, free aptitude training. So every weekend I am, every weekend I am uploading one aptitude concept. Last weekend I have uploaded like percentage questions, right? So I made some percentage questions and uploaded to my YouTube channel. So you will get the aptitude training for free. All right. And also updates on my new batches and demo sessions. Please turn on all notifications. Clear, guys? So this is Pawan from MGM IT training. So please save my contact if you haven't saved my contact, right? Because some people, why I'm saying this is some people are not getting the broadcast messages which I'm sending over WhatsApp. Got it? So you don't get the broadcast messages if you did not save my contact list. So I'll be generally, whenever we have a demo or something, I'll be sending broadcast messages. So unless until you save my contact, you will not be receiving those messages, broadcast messages. So this is my WhatsApp number. Please save my contact if you haven't saved it yet. So the agenda for today is I will be explaining I'll be starting with the trainer introduction and I will be explaining about the training roadmap. So before that, So before going into that demo, I would like to thank everyone for joining on a Sunday morning, and all that too within a short notice of 1 week. All right. So I'd like to thank my parents and their, my family for their extended support for allowing me to take the session on Sundays and Saturdays. I have been running the trainings and classes on Saturdays and Sundays as well. So I would like to I would like to thank them. So AppLabs was my first company. I would like to thank all my AppLabs, my mentors and colleagues in AppLabs and throughout my professional career, guys. So I'd like to mention few names here. Srinivas Reddy is my guru and mentor. So I was so reserved candidate before meeting him. Before meeting Srinivas Reddy, I was so reserved candidate. I used to not to speak anything unless until I am asked directly. So I would like to thank him for communication skills. His guru and mentor for communication skills and giving self-confidence to me. And Prasad was my manager in AppLabs. And here are few of my colleagues and mentors in AppLabs. And here are some of my managers in AppLabs, right? And Rao sir and Vijay, Nagesh and Srinivas and my other managers in Tech Mahindra. And yeah, Vinod, Naveen and other Techcom teammates, Raj, Jayan, Sai and other teammates in GE. When I worked for GE, I worked for GE almost like 2 years. And Amar Srikant, Krishnakant, Sagar, Kesav and my colleagues in Bank of America. Rupesh Garg is one of my manager in Bank of America. So he's the CEO and principal architect in Frugal Testing. He was the founder and CEO of Frugal Testing. So I'd like to mention his name particularly because he's my mentor in these presentations and all. For making presentations, for making batch trackers, maintaining batch trackers, and all these, I learned a lot from him. I'd like to express my gratitude to him and all my mentors and colleagues in InnoMinds, SAP Labs, previous companies, and my current company, and all my previous batch trainees who supported and who were with me, who trusted me, and who got placement without any proxy and without any backdoor. I would like to thank all my previous batch trainees who trusted me, who traveled with me, and who settled well. Almost few of them completed like 1 year, 2 years as well, 2 years of their career. And all my competitors who are giving healthy competition. Why I said healthy competition is some people will be joining in my WhatsApp group and doing their marketing, some training institutes and some competitors. Right. So I would like to thank, I'm not thankful to them. I would like to thank my competitors who are giving healthy competition. Okay. All right. So this is the agenda for today. Trainer introduction and the unique features of my training plan and course duration and ideal participants for whom this training is suitable, right? What are the career prospects and what are the packages that you can expect in performance testing in both service and product-based companies, and digital platforms we are leveraging for training and course contents for beginners and advanced level participants. I'm going to disclose some digital platforms we leverage for the training, right? So though we know that, our competitors will also follow that, but I believe we have strong conviction in the whatever digital platforms we are following, right? So it's not easy to get a strong conviction on those. So scripting scenarios to cover in the training and what is performance testing and types of performance testing. If time permits, I will cover one demo script and placement assistance. Like we'll be more focusing on the training roadmap. So I'll keep this reserved for next demo session. So I'll be explaining about placement assistance terms and conditions for attending the training. All right. So I'll start with trainer introduction. So I am an MCA graduate with 16 plus years of experience in IT in performance testing, 14 plus years in performance testing and engineering. I started my career as a Java developer, but thereafter, during Ration, I think you might have heard about Sachin computers, right? Scam, right? So at that time, we had a Ration. That time, I moved to performance, situation demand, right? And and I worked for App Labs for 6.5 years. And if you know App Labs, it was the world's first largest independent software testing company. World's first largest independent software testing company, right? And I worked on all major tools like load runner, webload, SIP performer there in retail, healthcare, banking, and finance domains. And in Tech Mahindra, I worked on multiple load runner protocols like TrueClient, Java Wheels or Citrix protocol, COM, Oracle NCA, and Oracle 2-tier and Oracle Web Apps 11. So those are the different protocols. Those are the different protocols that I worked in Tech Mahindra. And in Bank of America, I would like to mention Bank of America, right? So whatever I learned in the first 10 years, right? So I worked for Bank of America for 2.5 to 3 years. So I learned that much, equivalent to the first 10 years. So being a product-based company, I got chance and expertise in JMeter, Jenkins, Splunk, Introscope, and Dynatrace, WebLogic Console, OEM, Oracle Enterprise Manager, AppWatch, capacity planning, apart from the regular load and soak tests, right? I got certified in Splunk and Dynatrace during while I was working for Bank of America. JMeter, I got certified in JMeter, when I was working for InnoMinds. So InnoMinds, if you know, most of you might have heard this, right? It is one of the top 10 dream companies to work for and National Best Employer Award from 2018 to a couple of years. So I also worked for SAP Labs, a reputed product-based organization as a principal performance engineer. So and later on I worked for State Street. So this is also my previous company. I cannot disclose my current company. So this was also one of my product-based company that I worked for. So I worked for both service-based and product-based organizations. So service-based are App Labs and Tech Mahindra. These are service-based companies, Minds. And for product-based companies that I worked are SAP Labs and State Street. And next, I would like to explain the unique features of my training, right? And yeah, so I'll start with I'll go to the slideshow mode. So I'll be providing training on enterprise Java applications, not just web tools or JPEG store. First thing, right? So web tools and JPEG store are sample demo applications, simple applications having 7 to 8 pages only. So I'd be giving training on, yes, I'll be covering web tools and JPEG store also, but I will be giving training on enterprise Java applications, few other enterprise Java applications. And this would be the breakup for each session. So typically my session will be for 1.5 hours. So this would be the breakup of that 1.5 hours. So the first 10 minutes, I will be taking daily assessment or aptitude questions in the first 10 minutes. So this is also to accommodate, late joiners. Some people join late, right? So or else not. So to accommodate them, I will be taking daily assessment or aptitude questions for the first 10 minutes. and theory or scripting sessions for 50 to 60 minutes every day, every session. And we will have, so once the theory or scripting session is completed, like we will have Q&A session for 10 minutes per day, per session. I made scripting simplified and easy to understand even for non-computers guys, because most of my students are 70 to 80% are from non-computers background. And most of the scripts that I cover in the training will be different companies interviews from the different companies interview, right? So few organizations conduct like scripting test as part of the interview process. So the script, most of the scripts that I cover will be from those interview processes. And scripting hands-on mandatory for every participant. So everyone should share the script to me for review, and we will be reviewing the scripts and sharing the review comments, right? And then load runner and JMeter certification. Yes. So most of my students are JMeter certified already. Like last week, from last 1 month, I have been chasing my August batch. They completed JMeter intro and they are targeting JMeter Pro certification. Most of them completed 80%, above 80% completed JMeter intro, and they are targeting JMeter Pro certification. We have a deadline of this month end, so tomorrow, right? That is the deadline for completing JMeter Pro certification. Okay, so I'll be covering 3 protocols: web services, and API testing as well. So web and of course API testing also comes under web services only. So I'll be covering, like if time permits, I will be covering True Client protocol as well. On demand basis, I will be covering Ajax True Client in load runner, right? In JMeter, I will be covering like JMeter with Selenium WebDriver plugin. So that is the alternative for True Client protocol of load runner. We have something called Selenium WebDriver in JMeter. So I already shared the course contents. Let me quickly open the share course contents document. Review. So yeah, so this is the batch tracker, guys, which I maintain for every batch, right? So wherein I will be maintaining a batch tracker, and I will be noting down what are the concepts covered. Here you can see the total duration of that batch is so 80 hours approximately, and this is for load runner, I believe. Yeah. So for load runner itself, it came up to 80 hours, as you can see here. All right. So, and I will be sharing the review comments like this for each script shared by the student. Review comments as well as rating. So if see, you can see the review comments over here. So for each student, we will be downloading their scripts and we will be reviewing the scripts, and we are doing that exercise from like almost we started this from like an year back. So we are doing that from almost an year. Yeah. So here you can see that, like we downloaded all the scripts. So we created a folder for each student and we downloaded all the scripts and reviewed them. Clear, guys? Yes, and we'll be having weekly assessment. Every week we will have one, online test when we are covering performance testing fundamentals. And once we start the scripting, we will be having scripting assignments anyways. Right? And I would like to explain about placement assistance as part of placement assistance. So once, any one of you complete one tool, at least one tool, comfortable with one tool, you can start attending this placement assistance. So now let me explain what is part of this placement assistance. So we'll be preparing a proper CV as per the market demand, right? So we'll be keeping all the tools which are in demand in the market, current market, and real-time project training is something that we are providing in the classroom only, right? So real-time project training, we are running real-time project training in the classroom on every weekend. That is part of placement assistance, guys, and 5 mock interviews after the training. So I will be taking first mock interview. So once I feel that they are good enough, they are ready for attending the interviews, I will be scheduling 2 mock interviews by friends working in service-based companies, or some third-party interviews. We are scheduling basically third-party interviews. So because the reason behind this is I know what I covered in my training, right? But they don't know. They will do the mock interview based on like how they do in their real, in a daily life, right? So I'll be scheduling 2 mock interviews, 2 + 2, 4 mock interviews altogether. two guys, like two mock interviews will be taken by guys working in service-based companies, and two mock interviews will be taken by guys who are working in product-based companies. So this is the training roadmap. Earn while you learn. That is one more thing that we are giving. This is one more unique feature of my training, guys. Let me go to that. So what is this earn while you learn, right? So if someone, so okay, I'll explain that, once you enroll for the training, I'll explain that. That is one, business secret that we don't want to disclose at the moment. And these are the performance testing course contents for beginners and advanced. I'll go to slideshow mode. Yeah. So these are the course contents for freshers or beginners in performance testing. So performance testing basics will be run for first 10 to 15 hours. We'll be focusing more on, I want to make sure that everyone is comfortable with first performance testing basics, so that, scripting will be easy for them. Once we start the tool, right? So scripting will be easy for them. So regularly, like you take any training institute or any trainer, like script, they start the tool on second or third day. You can attend any of their demos and observe that they'll start scripting on a loader tool or JMeter tool on second or third day. But we'll be from the beginning I have been doing this, so I'll be spending 10 to 15 hours on performance testing basics, and then only I'll start the tool. So I'll be covering developer tools, Fiddler as well, along with the training with both the tools. Loader Professional 2022 with web services and API testing. So I have shown this batch tracker. So the same thing I have based on the batch tracker only, I came to this number. So this will be around 80 hours, right? And again, JMeter, I'll be covering like JMeter 5.5 version. Again, that would be another 60 to 80 hours, right? And once I cover the tool, right? So I'll be covering like monitoring with open source tools and analysis and basic Java concepts and performance engineering concepts, basic SQL queries and SQL tools like Toad, dbeaver, DB Visualizer, right? And Git and GitHub if time permits. So this is optional, Git and GitHub. So some of the students are not comfortable with that Git and GitHub. So that's why like we are taking that as optional. And Dynatrace APM is another optional tool that will come around 20 to 25 hours. So JMeter, you will be able to do certification after the training. JMeter Pro certification, it is a free certification, absolutely no cost, zero cost, right? It has some good value, right? And advanced concepts that I know, like right now, I don't have any batch currently. So I am running like 2 batches for this. One morning batch for, I'm going to start load runner in the morning batch from November onwards. And JMeter batch was started a week back, right? As a evening batch. Clear, guys? So I'm planning to start this performance engineering concepts exclusively on performance engineering concepts from December. So in December, we will get some lean time in our office. As I'm also working now, I cannot run more than 2 batches along with my job. So we'll get some lean time in December. So I'm planning to start advanced concepts for working performance test engineers, and that would be another 60 to 80 hours. So those who joined today, like this is not required for you. So whatever, the first part, course contents for beginners or freshers, that is more than enough for you guys. Okay. And I will explain like, for how many years experience, what are the tools you have to learn for how many years experience. I'll cover that soon. So let me quickly cover these advanced concepts that I'm planning to start from December onwards. So by the time we'll be completing this, those who joined Loadrunner and JMeter, I'll be completing this. You can also join this, advanced concepts from December if you are interested. So as part of those advanced concepts, I'll be covering JMeter integration with InfluxDB, Grafana, Telegraph, and AlexStack. Mobile performance testing is something which I added into these concepts, and Loadrunner Enterprise, right? There is Loadrunner Enterprise. I will be covering this as part of advanced concepts. Java GC concepts and Unix Linux commands and GitHub CI/CD with Jenkins, Docker Kubernetes microservices, monitoring and analysis, Splunk with dashboard queries. Not just Splunk commands. I'll be covering. I'll make you create some dashboards on Splunk using some Splunk queries, and Dynatrace or App Dynamics with certification. So we are targeting Dynatrace training with certification and AWR report analysis, thread dump and heap dump analysis. Right, these are the advanced concepts which which are required for if you want to claim 5 years experience, these are required. Right, I'll come to that. We will discuss like what are the concepts, what are the course contents required for 2 years freshers and 3 years, 5 years. So we will see that breakdown, right? And performance engineering with real-time use cases. These will be the advanced concepts course contents, guys. Any queries here, guys? I'll take a pause here. Any queries? So now let me explain like what are the course contents that like freshers require. How much does a 2 years experience guys require? 3 or 4 years experience guys request. Just give me a moment, please. Hey, for recording purpose, let me repeat this. So first and foremost criteria, eligibility criteria for performance testing is 15 years of full-time education. That is the first and foremost criteria, guys. I'll show you a screenshot where that is clearly mentioned. Let me quickly pull up that screenshot. So where this, 15 years, yeah, here you go. So this is the job description for TCS, guys. Here you can see they are recruiting for 1 to 6 years. Let me zoom in, right? So they have openings across India for 1 to 2 years experience. And here you can see job title performance testing, location pan India, experience range 1 to 6 years. And if you observe here, the eligibility criteria, observe here. See, must have is load runner, neoload, JMeter scripting. Either load runner or neoload or JMeter scripting and desired competencies, right? And good to have is performance monitoring tools like Introscope, Dynatrace. Good to have tools. And if you see, observe the minimum qualification, 15 years of full-time education is the minimum qualification. Why I'm showing TCS is TCS has recruited you for your information, or most of you may be knowing this. TCS and CTS alone recruited 1.8 lakh freshers in the last financial year. This year, they are going to recruit around 2 lakhs. The total recruitment will be around 2 lakh freshers. Okay. So I'm taking that as a benchmark. That's why the JD of TCS, I'm taking that as a benchmark. Got it, guys? So in the last financial year, they recruited 1.8 lakh TCS, CTS, and Infosys. And this year, like projected recruitment is like for 2 lakhs. The requirement is 2 lakhs for this financial year. So that is the eligibility criteria. And let me quickly cover this. For 2022 pass outs, they are considered, and trained freshers, guys, by the way. I'll show you some mails also, like where it mentioned that, they are looking for, most of the companies are looking for trained freshers. So again, like their first preference would be always for CSE, IT, and ECE, guys. Then mechanical, civil, right? So I'll show you some students, like, I'll show you some offer letters who are from civil background. One of my students got 4 offer letters. I'll show the offer letters also today to you. I cannot share them online, guys, but those who came for classroom, I can show the offer letters to them, right? And MBA degree, like, any degree is considered as eligible for performance, software testing, guys, for that matter. Manual testing, automation, for performance testing. Nowadays, from the past 1 year, due to huge resource crunch, any degree, guys, are considered as are considered as eligible. Clear, guys? And already, like, few of my students from B Pharmacy and BCom background already got placed, and few of them completed 1 year also. Clear? So for this, those who want to try as a trained fresher, so you require either load runner or JMeter scripting and test executions, right? Let me mention the fee also. For those who want to try as a fresher, fees is 10,000 only. And I'll be covering load runner, JMeter scripting and test executions. For those who want to try with 1 to 2 years experience, you need either load runner and JMeter, either load runner or JMeter. Okay. Plus monitoring and analysis concepts. Those who want to try with 1 to 2 years experiences. So for this, training fees would be 12,000, because like for monitoring and analysis concepts, like, will be covered in addition to either load runner or JMeter. And for 3 years experience, load runner, this is the requirement. Load runner plus JMeter monitoring and analysis, that is mandatory. And 1 APM tool is good to have, right? So for this, the training fees would be 24K for online and 30K for classroom. So please note that, in this 30K that you pay for classroom, so half of the fee goes to institute. So that is why like it is slightly higher. Classroom training fees is slightly higher. And this is also introductory offer only. Next batch, like it would be 40,000 for classroom training. Clear, guys? So classroom training will be 40,000 from next batch, because 50% of the, some percentage, major percentage of the fees goes to the training institute. Clear, guys? And for those who want to try with 4 to 5 years experience, so load runner, JMeter monitoring and analysis concepts are mandatory. Along with that, any one APM tool is also mandatory. Clear, guys? So Dynatrace, I am going to start Dynatrace training as a weekend batch from next month, from November, right? We are almost end of October, right? So I'm planning to start Dynatrace as a weekend batch. Every Saturday and Sunday evening, we'll have that Dynatrace training with certification. I'll make you get through this Dynatrace certification as well. Fees is not decided for the Dynatrace training. So yes, that is offline. That is available as both online and offline. Available both as online and offline. Dynatrace training will be available. Only real-time project training will be classroom training. Clear, guys? Only real-time project training which I take on weekends, right? That is only classroom training. I would like to take a pause here, guys. Any queries, guys, from your side? So next thing I would like to explain about is like placement assistance. Right? So I already explained what are the placement assistance, what is the additional benefit that you get through through placement assistance, right? So apart from this, we are providing experience documents through one of our associated consultancy. So till last week we had 4 tie-ups with 4 consultancies. One more startup company got added into that. So altogether we have 5 different consultancies and companies, startup companies, from where we will be providing experience documents, right? See, all our consultancies are companies, they are not like other regular consultancies which run for 6 months. After 6 months, they generally close that and they'll start giving experience documents with another name, right? But it's not like that with our case. So these are the whatever consultancies we are providing experience documents from. So those are existing from 2015, around 2015, right? So they will exist, in the coming of 5 to 10 years as well. Clear, guys? They will not close for every 6 months. You might have heard this. Some consultancies will be closed for after six months or 1 year. They'll run for 6 years, or 6 months or 1 year, and then they'll start with this different name, different company name in the same address. So it's not like that with us. So there is no chance of getting, the company getting blacklisted or company going into suspect list. So one of our company, unfortunately, got into suspect list. So that's why we compensated that with 2 more other new startup companies from last week. Clear, guys? Some companies like eventually like they will go to suspect list. One of our consultancy, yes, it went to a suspect list. So we started, we stopped providing experience documents from them, and we are associated with another 2 new companies as of now. Both are located in Madhapur, and they have permanent office and all. Clear, guys? So experience documents will be provided, and a PF number will be provided. Some companies are asking for PF number, isn't it? PF number will be provided, and the genuine form 16 will be provided. If you want form 16, genuine form 16, you have to run payroll processing. You have to get this payroll processing. Now, what is this payroll processing? Right? So every month, so you will be sharing your amount. You will be transferring your own amount to the company, and they will be, debiting into debit or credit. I'm poor on that. Right. So they'll be transferring to your account as a salary from their company account. So at if you start this payroll processing at the moment you join the training, right? So by end of the training, you will get genuine bank statement, right? Genuine bank statement, and PF you will get it anyways, and Form 16 after end of the financial year. Clear, guys? So this is again this is part of placement assistance case. So you will be so we will be providing all this payroll processing. We are doing this payroll processing and genuine bank statement. You will get it, and PF and Form 16, and you will get support for email verification and BGC physical verification. Clear, guys? So the fees, the amount for this is like this consultancy thing. It varies from company to company. So I am I will not mention it here. So it changes from company to company and changes from for payroll. It has a different amount structure. Only for experience document, like you have a different amount. Okay, you need to pay a different amount. Clear, guys? And next thing is packages that you can expect in performance. Please come. Right. So when discussing packages, right, I would like to discuss before COVID and after COVID, because there is a big change in the package structure. So before COVID, for 3 years experience guy, they used to get 5 to 6 lakhs package. Right, 5 to 6 lakhs package for 3 years experience. Those who are claiming experience, right? Genuine experience, it is a different story always. It depends on their experience, their company, their previous package and all, right? For genuine experience. So I'm talking about like those who are trained and claiming experiences. So before COVID, it used to be 5 to 6 lakhs, right? But from 2021 onwards, right? From year 2021 onwards, these are the packages that my students got. So for 3 years experience, minimum package that my students got is 10 lakhs, right? And it went up to 12.5 lakh for 3 years experience. Guys. I can show you some offer letters also. I can show you around 10 to 15 offer letters. Not all students share the offer letter to me. I cannot share it online, but those who came for offline session today, I can show their offer letters. And for one of my students got 16.5 lakhs package for 4 years experience. This is from Birlas of Bangalore. I can show that offer letter as well. One of my students got claimed 4+ years experience and got 16.5 lakhs package from Birlas of Bangalore. So this is the package that you can expect now. So minimum would be 10 lakhs, provided you keep your effort to complete 100% effort and you practice well. And if you face interview confidently, we will help you to do a good negotiation and get a minimum 10 lakhs package. Clear, guys? And let us understand why we are getting this high. See, almost it got doubled. Observe here. So previously we used to 3 years experience guy used to get 5 to 6 lakhs package. Now they are getting like 10 to 12 lakhs package. This is because of China +1 policy. That is one thing that affected China +1 policy. That means most of the companies are trying to move from their operations from China to some other country. So India is one of the countries that is getting benefited with that China +1 policy. And apart from this, there are job cuts in US and Europe, across US and Europe. And those jobs are moving to India, Poland, and other countries. So this is one reason why we have huge resource crunch. And that is one major reason why people are getting, even with the claimed experience, they are getting 10 to 12 lakhs package. Right? And we are targeting 15 lakhs package with this classroom training. Okay. So our target, in this, from this, no, for that matter, not only classroom, from next batch, our target is to get 15 lakhs package for 15 lakhs package for 3 years experience. This is quite possible if you learn both, if you are strong in both load runner, right, JMeter, and any APM tool. I'll prefer Dynatrace. Dynatrace has huge market share. and a little bit concepts on AWS. So for your information, if you are good enough in AWS basics, right? Every website you visit nowadays, every 1 in 3 websites that you visit are running on AWS, right? So if you have some basic knowledge of AWS, so you can, this is quite possible. 15 lakhs for 3 years experience, even though it is a client experience, this is quite possible if you have this under your skill set and in your CV. Clear, guys? And those who are, see, those who are having certification, that is again a different story. They are getting 20 to 25 lakhs package. Though performance test engineers who are certified in AWS, GCP, they are getting 20 to 25 lakhs package. I can show you some offer letters as well. Those who came for today, I'll show some offer letters as well.
AWS and Azure also?
Yes, AWS or Azure, yes.
Okay.
But AWS has major market share. So AWS certification has more market value. So for that matter, AWS or Azure, right, or GCP. Any certification, there are guys like who got 20 to 25 lakhs package guys without having any genuine experience, with good training or with good skill set.
Okay. I have Azure certified.
Okay, good. You know who is this?
Imran.
Imran Sheikh, okay. Guys, let me take a pause here. Specific, so I almost covered all the agenda topics that I want to cover. So any queries now from your side? So we'll be planning the next demo session on Saturday, next Saturday. And I'm planning to start this batch from next to next Monday. Okay, so tomorrow is Monday, right? So I'm planning to start this batch from next Monday, which is November 7th. Right? So we will have one more demo session next weekend. So some people, like could not attend, to miss the demo session. So for they want to come for classroom training. So I would like to form, like one more, yeah. So I would like to give one more demo session on next Saturday, and we will be starting the regular training from 7th November, which is Monday.
So what would be the timing, sir?
This new batch, whatever I am going to start from November 7th, right? So this would be as a morning batch. Please also let me know your preferred timings, guys, those who joined online, right? Please let me know your timings preference. So the possible time slots are 8 to 9:30. If it is online only, 8 to 9:30, right? So let me write it down here. See, if it is an online only batch, right, it will be from 8 to 9:30. That is one possible time slot for me. If it is online and offline, means some people will be joining online, and whoever possible will come for classroom. In that case, the timings will be 9 to 10:30. 9 to 10:30 a.m. Okay, because for offline 8 o'clock is a bit early for me. So I'm planning timings as 9 to 10:30. If it is offline, this. If it is offline, so let me put it in this way: offline plus online. So based on this, we'll go, guys. We'll go with the majority people preference and majority people convenient time. Evening batch we don't have currently. So already one JMeter batch is running in the evening, which was started in September, and it will take, it will take. I think I started that batch around end of September. So it will at least it will run till November, till mid-November. So I cannot accommodate an evening batch, one more evening batch. I cannot do that. I'll pause recording, guys. We can discuss this offline. So I'll be uploading to this this demo session to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining, guys, on a Sunday morning. Any queries from your side, guys, before we close the session? Guys, those who joined online, any queries from your side?
It will be possible to change the time for class time, sir.
1 second. Okay, so let me give a thank you note before passing the recording. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining online within a short notice on a Sunday morning. And subscribe and turn on all notifications, guys, particularly. So I'm doing, today I'll be uploading one more video on profit and loss percentage aptitude questions. And I will be covering profit and loss percentage by today evening. I will be uploading that demos, that session. The aptitude training is absolutely free of cost, right? Apart from that, I am doing one session on blaze meter, right? So blaze meter, most of the performance engineers, like, even me also till before an year, I only know it as a Chrome plugin. There is one, blaze meter plugin for Chrome browser for recording, right? So apart from that, like, blaze meter is being widely used for test executions as well, right? So I am giving one, I'm recording, actually I started on that, doing my homework on that. So I'm prepared that content, training content. I am planning to upload one session on blaze meter tool, right? That would be again free of cost, absolutely. So, unless until you turn on all notifications, you may be missing that. So please turn on all notifications, guys. Most of the people are subscribing, but they are not turning on all notifications. And also those who joined online, please save my contact so that you will get my messages which are shared over a broadcast list, right? So any notifications I will be sending, I will be sending hardly like 1 or 2 notifications only per week. You will get that only if you save my WhatsApp number. Okay. And thanks for joining and have a nice day. Have a nice rest of the weekend. And any queries, please contact me on my WhatsApp number. Let me display my WhatsApp number, guys, one more time. So this is my WhatsApp number. So if you have any further queries or if you want to discuss in person, right? So please, reach out me on this number.